And welcome back to Young Climber. It is 6:30 on a Tuesday, and you know our delivery is definitely here. We are here to inspire you with different stories around the kingdom of Eswatini. And on today's episode, we are joined by founder of Eswatini Tech Academy, a developer. Lwazi Dlamini comes to unpack his story and share his experience in working in both Eswatini and, of course, South Africa. He joins us today to unpack his story. Lwazi, welcome to Young Climber.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me. Very excited to be here.
Yeah. You know, one thing that I'm always excited about more than anything is the foundation of everyone's story, because ngihlale ngifuna kwazi ukuthi limuva lakho belinjani kuze ufike lana la ukhona, because I get the success part of it, but you know, the foundation of it all, that's where your story began. Can you just talk about you growing up and your life, your family?
Yeah. Okay, so basically I was born in Babane. Did my first grade Gapoisi, SHM. Then we had to relocate to Manzini. Then I attended in MISPA.
Okay.
MISPA private school. Then I Salesian. That's where I completed my primary school. Then we had to relocate again to Libombo. Then I completed my high school in Soti High School. But growing up, I think, yeah, it was, times are different now.
Yeah.
But I had it was decent. It was good. Then my tertiary attended. Okay, I started off as a mechanical engineer.
Yeah.
I did mechanical engineering. Then I dropped out.
Okay.
For IT.
Okay.
And that's where it all began. That's where it all began.
And you know, Nyatanza, because you're mentioning a background yakho, and you're like, times were different back then.
Yeah.
Being in such a profession, one would question ukuthi wawathatha phela emahints ukuthi uzongena entweni le involve technology, because and all of those things. It's not like you had a tablet in hand and you were exposed maybe to technology like that. What sparked your interest into this field, Menu? What inspired you back then to get into this field?
Okay, to be honest with you, when I was 12, Putwami, remember I'm a computer, I'm shop. Putwami had one of those. So after school, when I school, I Need for Speed and Free Cell. Then that's honestly where I got interested. Then we started pirating music, videos, and my brother would say, Ish, I won't be around this weekend, so you need to do this.
Yeah.
That's when I realized it's okay. This is who I am. This is what I should do. Yeah. So yeah, then from there, then I was lucky. My parents, from Nanga High School, we made a deal with no bus fare, no lunch money in exchange for a laptop.
Okay.
Yeah, then they fell for it. Then, yeah.
Because they probably still gave you the bus fare and the lunch money.
They gave me the bus fare, not the lunch money. I think at the time it was 2012, 13. I think per week I was making like 100 rand just from helping people, stuff, assignments. My flesh everyone was like, okay, I need to move this but then I'll charge a small amount.
Oh wow.
But yeah, that's how I started out.
Okay, yeah. So that was big ups to your parents, because if you hadn't done that trade, sometimes we need to sacrifice certain things in order to get certain things.
Exactly.
But let's say that's where everything began. But you were like, you want to get into the most intricate details of, developing of technology, of IT. Can you talk about coding? Because uhlukile kuthatha i-laptop ufake iflash udownloadele umuntu uyabona, that was just the beginning of it. Wathi wena ngifuna ungena le mathunjini ale laptop ngibone ukuthi kwenzakalani. How did you manage to get into coding and making sure that coding was fun for you?
Okay, so nangenda my first year, we had different subjects: system architecture, web design, data security, networking. Then I like websites a lot. I like mobile apps. So now Scala send our first lesson for mobile for web design.
Yeah.
Start a code. I go okay for cream white. The color code it has to be F1, F1, F3. For black it's 000. And for all these other colors, that's when I said this is very interesting. The fact that I can play with colors. Create a couple of things, that was fascinating at the time. And I remember my first night, I created a website, but at the time it was proper, it was good. I slept around 1. I called my friend, I was excited. I was like, Ish, just created a web page, bruh. I need to show you tomorrow. I think we're gonna make it.
And you were not lying.
It was 2017.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, it was interesting at the time. But that's how I started coding. And it's not easy, I won't lie. It's not easy. A lot of people, especially with social media, they like good say as if young people say easy and stuff like that. You need to practice a lot. Fix errors, bugs, try a couple of new things. Then you get better. You get better.
And with this profession, I can tell that because the world depends on technology right now. The world is actually run by technology. And you guys, I feel like you have one of the most important jobs when it comes to running the show. But can we talk about Eswatini Coding Bootcamp? And can you please just share a story and change their life basically because of the Eswatini Coding Bootcamp?
There's quite a number. Who should I pick?
I'm sure they're all inspiring.
Most of our students actually, for those my students from Limpopo, from Scott, for those we just want more information with Java, web design, Python. But in terms of people there who have made it, we have Mayenzi, Masego, he managed to create his own platform. It's a property listing platform. Then we also have Cruz, Mahlalela, I call him Cruz. He started off as a freelancer, but so he's more business, does design, hosting and stuff like that. Then we have a lot of students, Labapalema exam, and they passed because they attend every weekend for classes. We also have Sitem Tembu. He's doing good as a developer. I think I saw his picture one time. I don't know if he was in Cape Town or something, but it was something around IT and stuff like that. So, those are the things.
You have quite the success story, isn't it?
We've trained more than 150 since we started. So
we'll actually talk about in depth of the academy, but right now I want to track back to how you're actually hosting these boot camps every weekend in different places. Can you just talk about the challenges that you faced? Because every weekend is a stretch, teaching people, getting people to be involved, using your own resources. Can you talk about the challenges and of course some of the successes of Lama weekend boot camps?
Okay, so the biggest challenge, your venue. There are quite a number of guys that are attend, but for the good see, I'm never connect figure a town or a library because we use Babani library and Namanzani library. Then even Nalapo, book for the venue. It's okay. I need the next 4 weeks from 10 to 1. Sometimes it's not easy. Sometimes it's not easy, but we always now if you have to switch in our rooms, we do that. So but I don't see my challenges anymore. So it's something it's okay. Now for the 13th I need to start planning around 7, 8. So nakufika mhla ka-10 I know that everything is okay.
Yeah, but kanguthi nawe sekukhulisile, you know, in your respective field, and you've also helped others develop themselves. Now we just talk about Eswatini as a country. How do you think people in Eswatini can help the country become more modern and, you know, digital? And how can we embrace the more technological side? Because in all honesty, we're moving, but are we moving at the pace that you guys are at, I could say?
Yeah. Okay, besides Guti, Swaziland or Africa as a whole, it's a consumer level.
Yeah.
Like higher, one thing that has to be done, Nyalo. Besides Guti, because the foundation Guti ube knowledgeable, get the skill to apply. I think we need more initiatives, especially outside town.
Yeah.
There are a lot of kids who are very, very smart and capable, but they just don't have the opportunity.
Yeah.
So I think if you can focus on that for the next maybe 7 to 10 years, the next coming decade.
Oh yes.
That's not in terms of like fintech integrations, retail, transportation, housing, understand, and stuff like that at a highest level. Now we do have a bit of technology there and there, but in terms of what's okay, now this is more like monopolized.
Yeah.
You use this or nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to like spread.
Into the outskirts.
Yeah, a lot of kids. Do you know how many kids about from 5 and never get an opportunity to attend like
maybe labangayadi in a computer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Narabanga could attend like the universities and colleges. Then 5 years later, Foroguti so distracted, ran out of steam, they ran out of steam and stuff like that. So my wish right now was at least national hoster outside town, at least twice a month.
Yeah.
Twice a month. Just good, okay guys, there's this, just hold on a bit.
Yeah.
It's gonna be okay. Then after 6 months probably started to host every weekend. Then at some point but I'll connect into my apps, designs, then they can kick off their career.
Yeah, but you know, Lwazi, we'll stretch the story when we return, because we're still to talk about how you are hoping to achieve that, and of course the foundation of Eswatini Tech Academy, which you are currently, you know, the founder of. We want to find out, but that is only when we return. We are back, and today we are unpacking Lwazi Dlamini's story. Right about now, today hosting us is of course Mbabane Library, the heart of the country, just in Mbabane. If you need a space to work and, you know, in absolute tranquility and peacefulness, this is definitely the place. So this is definitely the place that you can come to. You know, now is the holidays, you can get to read a book and, you know, just gain more knowledge. And speaking of, you know, doing things, gaining knowledge, you decided, Lwazi, Guti, Lwati Lwami is not enough. Let me just disperse it to the people that I can, as much as I can. Eswatini Tech Academy. You know, opening a school, I could say, it's not child's play, but you managed to do that. And how did it all begin? Okay, so we started, it was late 2020, early 2021. Okay, so I had this plan. So being in the research, then I came across boot camps in Australia, Sydney, and all over Europe. And I thought that was really nice. So I organized everything, the event, the venue. Started posting on socials. Hey, there's this thing. It was Beikala. I think we were the first one when they were boot camps. So I was a bit scared
So ngabhukha bathi indaba ingakhi ngathi
10.
10,
Yeah, 10, yeah.
but then we were like 18.
Oh, wow.
So I created a website just to change everyone go see this is what we're doing weekend to weekend, and I wouldn't even lie, and till this day I truly appreciate everyone that we started with. We really started off well. We really started off well, and we hosted the boot camps for 37 weeks non-stop.
Sure. That's almost the whole year.
That's almost the whole year.
Yeah.
In fact, Jabe Sebati with Saturdays with the Eswatini Tech Academy,
Yeah.
Eswatini Coding Bootcamp. So that's how we started to where we basically are today.
Yeah.
And says cool.
And nyalo ngicela sikhulumise lokukhula kwenu. Seninguphi nyalo, how many people have you employed, how many students do you have currently, and what are some of the programs that you are running as Eswatini Tech Academy?
Okay. So Gukula Gwefu, I'll speak much on the new programs that we have and the guys that we work with. So now we start the basic web development. We use like HTML, CSS, the simple basic things.
Okay.
Now we are doing data analysis and management. We are also doing full stack web development. And with the data management, most of our students are employees. So we in 2 weeks just started our advanced Excel and Access, and it was very impressive. These guys managed to take information, process it into data, but created like a nice small system or platform for their organization. So it's cool to that level, and it's honestly impressive to see that and get the reviews. Sometimes you speak to the boss for the Ngapani, but we are seeing a lot of difference and stuff like that. And even the guys now, you can just see. So that's where we are now. With full stack development, web development, those are mobile apps, iOS and Android. So in a space of 2 years, that's how much we've built the program or our curriculum, and there's still a lot that we need to do.
Very, very impressive, because parallel to the academy, you're also running a business. Corporate studios, right? That's responsible for handling, some of the hugest systems in the country. Well, you further explain. I'll call it systems because that's what I know it to be. But you've done some impeccable work when it comes to different brands. You've had clients like Eswatini, your MTN Bushfires, your Luju. Can we talk about that? Those opportunities, how did you manage to land that in your hands? Because it's just big brands. I'll
start Luch and Pushfire. I still appreciate all the work that we've done. It was not easy, I won't lie. We'll figure this day, we're gonna go back Sunday, maybe do another once or twice. So what did I do? I applied. That's how it started.
There was an advert, like for a 10.
No, it was for another position, but then they looked at my CV, but no, we can actually use you here. So it was basically technical. It was hardware and software within the cashless spectrum, the cashless payments and stuff like that. So we did Luju. Bushfire, I think for 3-4 years. I don't remember well. So that was pretty decent. Then in terms of a business, Co-Prod, I actually created the name. The Co stands for coding, the Prod programming, the D it's design. So it's Co-Prod. It's like the first letters. So that's my web design agency. We've done a lot of work. We've done a lot of work with nice clients.
Yeah.
So what we do, guys, laba complete Eswatini Tech Academy. They got an opportunity to do practical projects with co-prod. My projects and my clients and stuff like that. So I've been running this business. I've been in business for a while, but in Ghana, I was working professionally. This was in South Africa. But in terms of just like focusing business 24/7, I think I've been doing it for 2 years right now. So yeah, it's pretty good.
And can we just talk about, you know, the development or the advancement? You know, in your field, you need to stay up to date. You need to stay on your feet when it comes to the next technologies, new technologies, because it is constantly changing. How are you making sure that Eswatini Tech Academy stays up to date, corporate stays up to date, because your clients stay up to date? Because nangabe bone client in maybe 2022, I'd say, maybe it was like a once-off consultancy thing. Sebase move already, technically. Now in 2024, how do you make sure that you revisit those jobs and make sure that everyone that you are working with is kept up to date? Or what happens there?
It's research and development, honestly. Me personally, I'm always ahead of my clients. So if there's new technology, whether it's a framework or whether my APIs, if it applies, in Nuga it's a retail company. So you need to sync their products from a retail system to the website. So you always need to be ahead in terms of that. We have clients where we do land management systems. You also need to update yourself in terms of that. So for me personally, it's research and development. Then every Tuesday I always call my clients with, okay, look, this is where we can improve. There's something like this. Now if you're not running newsletter, Yako automatic, I can help you with this and stuff like that. So yeah. In fact, our clients, I'm once for then we are locked in for the rest.
Yeah, of course, really. It means development. And you know, the conversation could go on. There's so many inspiring stories that you are attached to, or brands that you're attached to, you know, that have successfully, you know, made it when it comes to the tech world. Because njengoba sikhuluma ukuthi Tingapane nangabe umuntu akushayela athi hayi mina ngiright kusasebenzela wena wenda njani ungilwazi, maybe before we talk into your future goals.
And we do get that a lot. We do get that a lot. Honestly, I don't blame them or anyone. You have now been a proposal less straightforward, other than would say create a mobile app or web design for your business. Now coming from a perspective, it's okay. We are doing this business, there's this market share in Swaziland, you can reach a certain number, a certain percentage, then you can convert a certain percentage from that. But long as assist, I go to an online presence and stuff like that. And if you are a real business owner and you understand demographics and everything, you buy to it. So it's all about to propose. Sometimes it's a no, it's a yes, but it's all good, it's okay. Yeah,
and you know, just lastly, as we wrap up, what dreams, visions and goals do you have for corporate studios, Eswatini Coding Bootcamp, and of course Eswatini Tech Academy in the future, which is a very affordable tech academy? You know, I had a chance to go through the prospectus. I was so impressed. Kuti, for me, it seemed like you're cutting yourself short, you know, to give back to our community, because you know, it's very affordable, but asingakhulumi ngalokho. Tell us amaphupho akho for, you know, your 3 ventures.
Okay, starting with Eswatini Tech Academy, I won't lie, that's my favorite. It has to get to a point where it's more like MIT for Swaziland, whereby you get trained, could see how to integrate them APIs, how do you do this, and we just give you a very solid package. Understand? Then
MIT, you mean the mid-range one?
No, MIT, United States. The second best academy after Harvard globally.
All right.
So yeah. I know it's far-fetched, but
No,
it's
one day I'll
achievable.
call you back once you've achieved all of that. Yeah.
Then we merge everything. Maybe probably after 20, 25 years, we can have something like Eswatini Space Agency.
Yeah.
Where we can launch, do research. In finance, figure to a point where we do research
for the world.
Research and development for Swaziland.
Yeah.
Not just education and designing.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's honestly my dream. I watch documentaries on that every day. That's honestly my dream.
Yeah.
And yeah, we are gonna get there. We just need to take it day by day.
Like I said, this will be my point of reference when you get there. Don't worry, we can always revisit this footage 25 years later. But Lwazi, as I said, we could go on with the story. Unfortunately, our time has run out. But thank you so much, Lwazi, for joining us. That is it. We're wrapping up Young Climber episode today. That was Lwazi Dlamini, just speaking about the tech world and how we can make it better here in the Kingdom of Eswatini, and how we hope to see Eswatini Tech Academy, be one of the top schools in the world, not just in the kingdom, in the world. But that is it. We are wrapping up today. We do have to love, we do have to leave you, but till next time, it is good night and God bless.